What exactly happened at the U.S. consulate and nearby CIA annex in Benghazi on September 11, 2012? Obama and his rogue intelligence agency, the CIA, are going to great lengths to keep the truth out of the hands of the American people.
CNN has learned the CIA is involved in what one source calls an unprecedented attempt to keep the spy agency's Benghazi secrets from ever leaking out. Since January, some CIA operatives involved in the agency's missions in Libya have been subjected to frequent, even monthly polygraph examinations, according to a source with deep inside knowledge of the agency's working. The goal of the questioning, according to sources, is to find out if anyone is talking to the media or Congress. It's being described as pure intimidation, with the threat that any unauthorized CIA employee who leaks information could face the end of his or her career.
Despite the Obama regime's gag order on these agents, the truth, or at least part of the truth, has come out. On the evening of September 11th, between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m., Ambassador Christopher Stevens met with Turkish Consul Ali Said Akin at the Benghazi consulate. Meanwhile, beginning at 8 p.m., the Al-Qaeda-linked group Ansar al-Sharia sealed off the streets and began setting up checkpoints around the consulate. The Turkish consul, who left the consulate at 8:30 p.m., would have had to pass through these checkpoints to go to his residence. The Turkish consul, Ali Said Akin, did not warn Ambassador Stevens and therefore had to have been in on the attack. At 9:40 p.m., dozens of the Al-Qaeda offshoot Ansar al-Sharia stormed the consulate with AK-47s and RPGs. The so-called Consulate Security Detail, the February 17th Martyrs Brigade, also tied to Al-Qaeda, immediately melted away into the night, leaving the consulate defenseless. We would later learn that the February 17th Martyrs Brigade provided a layout of the consulate to Ansar al-Sharia, including the location of the safe house where Ambassador Chris Stevens and Communications Officer Sean Smith hid in once the consulate came under attack. Ambassador Stevens informed the embassy in Tripoli via cell phone that they were under attack, and a call for help was beamed around the world to the State Department, Department of Defense, Intelligence Community, even the White House. In fact, an email went directly to the White House Situation Room at exactly 10:05 p.m. Benghazi time, 4:05 p.m. Washington time. The CIA Annex personnel, including former SEAL Tyrone Woods, requested authorization to help the consulate under attack, but were given orders to stand down. Special Operations Command Africa Commander Lieutenant Colonel Gibson put together a rescue team. As they were about to board a C-130 from Tripoli to Benghazi, Gibson got a phone call from headquarters that was revealed in congressional testimony. Quote, "You can't go now. You don't have the authority to go now." End quote. So Gibson and his Special Forces team missed the flight. Fighter jet groups based in Europe and on aircraft carriers, along with several thousand soldiers and special forces in nearby bases, were never dispatched. It appears a blanket stand-down order was given to the entire European and Africa commands, which according to experts could only have come from the President of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama. At 6:07 p.m. Washington time, Barack Hussein Obama was informed that the group Ansar al-Sharia had claimed responsibility for the attack. Despite this fact, Obama would, the next morning and for weeks afterward, claim that the attack was the result of a, quote, protest turned violent, unquote, over an anti-Muslim YouTube video that no one had seen, going so far as to jail the filmmaker. Barack Obama was, and still is, engaged in a huge cover-up. Obama refused to help Americans under attack. And now, Barack Hussein Obama is keeping the CIA agents that were stationed at the CIA annex under lock and key.
The administration is doing everything it can to hide them. They're dispersing them around the country. And of course, you know, the CNN report shows that even CIA operatives who were there are getting intimidated from above.
Including changing names.
But there's more. We now know the CIA annex in Benghazi was the hub for illegally shipping weapons to the Syrian rebels, that the CIA annex contained 3 huge warehouses containing thousands of heat-seeking surface-to-air missiles that were being secretly transferred to the Al-Qaeda-linked Syrian rebels, that Barack Hussein Obama had spurned Congress and put weapons into the hands of the same group, Al-Qaeda, that had flown airplanes into the World Trade Center towers and Pentagon on September 11, 2001, that Barack Hussein Obama had been committing treason, and that was the reason he couldn't send help to Americans under attack, for fear the American people would discover his treachery. That was why he gave the stand-down order. That was why he had to create his anti-Muslim YouTube video fantasy. And that is why the CIA agents on the ground during the attack are being kept under lock and key. And that is why a congressional investigation must begin immediately. Congressman Frank R. Wolf, joined by almost 200 other congressional members, has called for the passage of House Resolution 36, the establishment of a House Select Committee to investigate Obama's treasonous gun-running scheme, to expose Obama's treason in giving a stand-down order, leaving Americans to die,